everyone. I'm Christina Irene.
And I'm Wendy Richards. Welcome to our new channel, Hidden Disability Conversation.
So why is this channel called Hidden Disability Conversation?
That is a great question.
That we just thought of.
So, hidden disabilities are really just that. They are disabilities that we cannot see. They are disabilities that people live with without sort of showing it to the world. And sometimes it's a very personal struggle. It's always a personal struggle, I would say. But that's what I would categorize a hidden disability. Just something that we don't see, but that we are all that person is dealing with.
So we're definitely going to be focusing a lot on hidden disabilities and what they are. I see also like the channel name Hidden Disability Conversation is it's also like the disability conversation that's
Yeah,
been and kind of like a revealing and unveiling things that we don't really talk about.
right.
And certainly we'll talk about all disability.
Having this channel say hidden disability conversation, I think that will bring forth those uncomfortable conversations that people don't have, and we want to make sure that they start happening because it's okay to talk about it.
It'll be so much better if we all talk about it all the time. And then
Yep.
that's such a big step to take in just eliminating the stigma. So Wendy, what's your splatus today?
My splatus today, Christina, I would say I'm a moped. My symptoms are still here, but they're kind of super chill. So I'm
That's
feeling pretty good today.
Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. That makes one of us.
Christina, what's your splatus today?
I'm at a freight train. I'm really, really, really struggling
Oh,
with just the cognitive stuff, dizziness extreme. Didn't sleep well last night because my neck shoulder issues going on. And yeah, so if I stutter, slur my speech, anything like that, it's that.
well, we're just being real today. So I'm glad that you were able to share that with us. And that's what this whole channel is about, really.
Yeah. So, okay. So our point today, what we want to do is just introduce ourselves. We're going to tell you what our hidden disabilities are and
Mhm.
just a little bit about our goals for the channel moving forward. So, Wendy, what are your hidden disabilities and what do you do for a living?
So, my hidden disabilities, I have a couple. I have an autoimmune disability. So, I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. So, that can affect me in many different ways. Um, Kind of what you were saying, cognitive fog, um, the tired, sensitivity to cold,
Hmm.
and sometimes slurred speech. So that does happen. I don't see those symptoms a lot. I would say my primary disability is COPD. I was diagnosed about 8 or 9 years ago. I had severe asthma, which kind of turned into the COPD umbrella.
Wait,
I was
what does COPD stand for?
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. So, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and it's kind of the umbrella disease for many respiratory conditions. I was a non-smoker, so it really kind of hit me pretty hard, and I didn't understand how a person could get a diagnosis like this. So, I looked it up, and sometimes it's genetic, sometimes it's environmental. Thankfully, it's not genetic, so it's nothing I can pass down to my children. But it was just environmental factors that really brought on the severe asthma, COPD. But I'm feeling great today. I'm on a new medication that I've started about a month ago, and I'm really happy with my treatment plan.
Well, Moped Day, that's amazing.
It
So
is.
you're a mom. That's actually something pretty important, in our series as we go forward, because we're
Yep,
going to talk about some parent issues and stuff like that. Um,
sure.
I'm not a mom. I'm currently a cat mom. I've been a dog mom. But so yeah, what do you do for a living?
So I am the Director of Accessibility Resources and Transitions at one of our state SUNY schools. So New York State has a SUNY system, and I'm a part of one of those colleges there.
Which I know very well.
Christina, what about you?
Okay, so I have osteoarthritis, which is in my spine, in my hands, probably other places like my knees, my feet. Degenerative disc disease. I have one really nasty herniated disc. His name is Larry. I have fibromyalgia with chronic fatigue syndrome. I have irritable bowel syndrome, IBS-D. D stands for diarrhea.
Oh,
And I not diagnosed by a physician, but long COVID. So ongoing symptoms ever since I had COVID, really uh amplifying my fibromyalgia symptoms. So my symptoms that I live with, cognitive impairment for sure, the brain fog, speech problems can happen, sensitivity to light and sound, extreme fatigue. The dizziness thing has been just extra wild since I had COVID. Pain, clumsiness, gosh, so many things. Yeah, that's what I'm living with. And oh, so I'm a professional speaker, which is perfect since I slur my speech because of my disability. No, no, I am a professional speaker. I do workshops and trainings at colleges like SUNY Cobleskill, which is where we met,
yeah.
um, and corporations, and just kind of like spreading the message about what hidden disabilities are, interchangeably invisible disabilities, however you want to say it, how they affect us, tips for people who live with them to kind of live our best lives and better manage stuff, and also how to be a better ally, how to be supportive in coworkers, any of that. Wendy, this whole channel idea was actually your idea when we met kind of back in the day and started working together. And it's been what, like 8 years now, almost
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 years. You said to me from the get that you wanted to do like a podcast or something someday,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this many years later, we're finally doing it. So, how did you even come up with the idea of wanting to do something like this?
I think part of my reason for wanting to do something like this was after meeting you and you and I sort of talking about our hidden disabilities. I realized that there's probably a lot more, there are many more people out in the world who are experiencing this. They may have questions on how to navigate it. They may be at the beginning of their journey, they may be in the middle, and some may be at the end of their journey. And I thought if we could just impart some inspiration, information, and maybe sprinkle in a little bit of hope, that this would be a really nice channel for people to just stop and listen for a little bit and get some good information.
Actually, yeah, so I wanted to get to that. What are your goals for this channel moving forward? I mean, so that's definitely
Yeah.
some of that. We talked about some other things for like parents and allies. Like what's kind
Yeah.
of big picture that you want to do with this?
Yeah, I think what I'd like to talk about is, of course, our personal stories, types of hidden disabilities, how we can talk about accessibility and accommodation. And I think one of our major themes that we kind of, I think we share this idea is just that empathy, creating empathy
Yeah.
for others and being able to relate and just maybe show some inspiration and that you can live with a hidden disability and you can be very successful.
Mhm.
Now, there's days when we're not, there's days when we just don't feel it, and you might be in one of those days today. And that's why I'm really proud that you're sharing that experience because each time that we come on this channel, we may not feel great, and that's okay. And
Yeah.
I really want people to understand that they can get through that day and they can keep moving forward. What about you, Christina? What are your hopes for this channel?
I mean, definitely just pretty much the same goals that I have with my speaking in general, like just to spread awareness, to let
Yeah.
folks know that, we are real, what we're living with is real, it's out there, and to give like just some kind of comfort and tools for allies. It's people get frustrated because they don't know what to say, what to do, what not to say. And that's what we're going to talk about, like what to say, what not to say, all those practical things that are helpful. Um, and just how to work better with us. And for people who have hidden disabilities, just there's the validation piece for sure. I really want to give some tips and stuff that we've learned to help us be successful despite what we're living with. So some actual like tools and yeah, the inspiration piece. And then I'm so excited about collaborating with you because you have so much to bring that that I'm going to learn from you, because like the parent angle, I don't have that. I talk to parents and I try to represent as best as I can, but it's not my personal experience. And then
Right.
everything that you have from while I go to colleges and universities and
Mhm.
even higher education or secondary education, I don't
Mhm.
actually have like that in the trenches every day academic
Mhm.
experience. And that's a big deal, like to get an education. I mean,
Yeah.
I was a teacher, I taught high school, but I really didn't have everything that I'm living with now. And gosh, it was like almost 20 years ago when I started teaching. So, I've just grown so much then. And gosh, I wish I had the tools then that I have now. Our next episode is going to be about disability language. What terminology do we use? What's right? What's wrong? How do we navigate that?
So great. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.
Yes, thanks for watching. And also, we love comments. So we would appreciate any comments. And we will see you soon.
See you soon.
But if I start making a face, it's because I think I might have to sneeze.
Oh, that's okay. And I'll say bless you.
That's one of my superpowers. Like, it must be it's gonna rain because I sneeze ever since I got fibromyalgia. All right, I'm gonna take a meaningful pause and see if I
Okay.
missed anything from my notes.
Change this too. Take a pause.
Okay. Is that what we said we were gonna do?
Yeah, I think it was. It sounds like a great place to start anyway.
Where's my clipboard? That was great.